So let me answer the first question, starting with a quote. I love quotes from this guy, Albert Einstein. "We can't solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." Wise words from a fellow physicist. And this from Apple. "Think different." Their 1984 slogan, which really was attempting to change the paradigm of personal computing. So put another way and put into the context of this question, we can't solve digital problems using analog thinking. Museums are steeped in the physicality of what we do, and the solution to the challenge that question one poses is, how do we let go of the physical sense of ourselves and address this other audience and these new tools? So we're steeped in physicality. So for collecting institutions, it's about the real thing. It's about standing in front of a real object, and from our institutional missions, from our educational missions, even from our business models, our revenue streams, it's all about being there. And the future is being elsewhere, and we need to figure out how to change that paradigm and get away from the physical sense of ourselves. So Nicholas Sirota, director of the Tate, summed it up very elegantly in a conversation with Neil McGregor last year, I think. I'll read it. "The future of the museum may be rooted in the buildings they occupy, but it will address audiences across the world. A place where people across the world will have a conversation. Those institutions which take up this notion fastest and furthest will be the ones that have authority in the future." And he went on to say, "The growing challenge is to encourage curatorial teams to work in the online world as much as they do in the galleries." So the solution to this question is about people, it's about their training, and it's about their education. We need to figure out how to get museum leadership to think different, but we need to figure out how to inform them to think different. And really the crux of that is about relevance, and it's about helping them understand the relevance of all this digital stuff. I see an interesting thing. It used to be that curators would come into curatorial departments, and the senior curator would teach the junior curator everything that they need to know about their craft. What I'm seeing now is junior curators coming in and teaching the senior curators about what it is to live in this world of user-generated content, of dialogue, of interpretation, of storytelling, of narrative. It's an interesting paradigm shift, and we need to figure out how to help that old guard, steeped in centuries of tradition, how to get them to think different. The answer to this question is the same. It's about relevance, and it's about helping institutions understand the relevance of providing these research centres. You have to believe that the way that the education system is going right now, there is a huge opportunity to provide primary research materials and provide an environment for academic research within these institutions as we look to kind of broaden our mandate within communities. It's all about relevance. I think the answer to this question is within the question itself. It's about non-tradition. If you want to get people to think different, if you want to inspire people to change, you need either a carrot or a stick. A carrot would be interdisciplinary people, the non-traditional scholar, people with expertise within and without the culture. But also the stick, there are some huge economic pressures coming down the pike for our industry, as it were, and I think these may help to inspire creativity and innovation. But I much prefer it would be the carrot approach, and to bring in a diverse set of intellectual skills and conversations that would help stimulate this change.